Okay, let's dive in. We've got quite a bit to unpack from the gaming world today.
Yeah, definitely. Some interesting announcements, Hall of Fame news, and that big tournament, EVO Japan.
Exactly. So think of this as our quick tour through the highlights, the stuff you'll probably want to know about.
Sounds good. It's
hmm
always striking just how much variety there is out there now.
Totally. It really feels like things are constantly shifting, doesn't it?
Innovation everywhere.
Right. So first up, these new game announcements. We've got Little Kitty Big City, just launched on PS5 and PS4.
Yeah, I saw that one. The premise is, well, pretty unique. You're a cat in a city.
It sounds so charming, just exploring, doing cat things, some light puzzles. It kind of makes you wonder, are we seeing more demand for these like cozier, character-focused indie games?
That's a good question. I mean, maybe. Something like Little Kitty succeeding could definitely hint that players want experiences focused more on charm, maybe exploration, instead of just, constant action.
Interesting thought. Okay, next there's Spiritfall. This one's hitting a lot of platforms,
Right.
PlayStation, Xbox, Switch.
Right, multi-platform.
Yeah. It's described as a roguelite action platformer. Fast combat, gaining divine powers, narrative elements. For anyone not familiar, roguelites are those games where failure means restarting, but you usually keep some progress.
Yeah, persistent upgrades, usually. They
Yeah.
offer tons of replayability.
Definitely sounds like it. So what does releasing it everywhere like this signal, do you think? Is it just about reach?
Well, yeah, primarily reach, I'd say. It suggests they really want the biggest possible audience, taking down those platform barriers so anyone can jump in if it looks interesting to them. Makes
That's
sense.
right. And then the big one may be Dune Awakening. Lots of buzz around this. They've got a beta weekend happening.
The MMO survival game on Arrakis.
Yep. Build your base, explore the desert, fight for control. It seems like a dream for Dune fans who also like survival games.
Oh, absolutely. Using a massive IP like Dune, it just gives you that instant connection, right? People already know the world.
Exactly. And combining that with survival and MMO elements.
Yeah, that could be a really potent mix for keeping players engaged long term. Very sticky.
And one more announcement, a bit mysterious still. The next big grand strategy game from a major series. No title yet, but it starts in 1337.
Ooh, okay. Historical setting, deep strategy, I'm guessing.
That's the promise. Complex systems, managing empires. What is it about those games that keeps people hooked? They seem so intricate.
Well, they cater to a specific kind of player, I think. Someone who enjoys mastering complex systems, appreciates that historical framing, and gets satisfaction from that really long-term strategic planning and building. It's a different kind of reward.
Makes sense. Okay, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about history being made, the World Video Game Hall of Fame. They announced the 2025 class.
Right. Always a big deal. We don't have the specific games listed in our notes here, but just the act of inducting them.
Significant, yeah. It underlines which games have really left a mark, Impacted the industry, maybe even culture itself. Makes you think about what games now might end up there someday.
Totally. It's vital for recognizing games as a culturally significant medium and preserving that legacy.
Definitely. And finally, wrapping up our tour, EVO Japan 2025.
The big fighting game tournament in Tokyo.
The premier one, really. Top players battling it out in Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue. Just incredible skill on display.
It's the peak of competition for that genre.
So, what does the continued buzz around EVO Japan say about esports, especially fighting games?
It just shows how passionate and dedicated those communities are. EVO highlights the absolute top tier of play, and it keeps driving interest, keeps growing the scene, not just for fighting games, but it helps esports overall, I think.
So, when you put all these pieces together, the quirky indies, the huge MMOs, the strategy epics, the Hall of Fame, the esports intensity, what's the takeaway?
I mean, the big picture is just diversity, right? The ecosystem is incredibly varied. There's something for pretty much everyone.
Yeah, from single player stories to intense competition.
Exactly. And that variety is healthy. It pushes creativity, keeps things interesting, and lets players find exactly what clicks for them.
Okay, great summary. So, just to recap quickly, we touched on some cool new games like Little Kitty and Dune, Awakening, acknowledged the new Hall of Fame inductees recognizing gaming history, and felt the energy from EVO Japan.
A good snapshot.
So now, for you listening, thinking about all this, the indie charm, the massive worlds, the historical strategy, the competitive scene, what gets you most excited? What piece of news makes you think about what you might want to play or follow next? Something to chew on until our